Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. I've got another bracelet tutorial for you today. This one I'm going to call the chain link bracelet, though the concept isn't totally unique to me. My version looks a little bit different than maybe what you've seen before. I'm going to be using 10 feet of black paracord, 10 feet of silver gray, a 5/8 inch black buckle, and then it really helps to keep the core strands straight on this one, so I'm going to be making it on a jig. With that, let's dive in. So even when making bracelets, I like to use our 30-inch jig the most because it has different sized buckles and I can just turn it to change whatever size I need. But if you're just starting out, this one is definitely going to work too. You just loosen the screw and put in a bigger buckle size for a bracelet like this. But with this one, I just turned it so that my 5/8 inch buckles are showing here. So we'll clip our new buckle into here. You do want to pay attention to this side here. It sticks out over the edge a little bit, so we want to adjust our jig accordingly on this end. Starting with the black, we want to find the middle, and we're going to cow hitch that to this end. Because it's a wider buckle, we want to fill out that hole a little bit more, so we're actually going to start with an upside down cow hitch. So come up through the bottom instead of down through the top like usual. And we've got this right here. So it's all in black here, but you should be able to see that okay. And then before we head back to the other end, we're going to add 1/2 hitch on either side of this cow hitch. So we'll spread our cords off to opposite sides. This one here, we're going to take the end and bring that up through the bottom on that side. And then down through this loop here and pull all the extra through. And now it looks like a cow hitch on this side. We'll do the same thing on this one. So then we've got our twin cow hitches right next to each other on this end. Now we'll take those cords, pull them tight before heading back to the other side. On this end, we're just going to bring the cords down through the top, like normal. And bring one cord off to each side. You just want to make sure that your cords aren't twisted around each other in the middle. Now to add our silver gray cord on. Again, find the middle of that cord, line at both ends, trace it back to the middle. And we're just going to cow hitch that right between those two black cords. So this is also going to be an upside down cow hitch. So bring that fold up through the middle. It's going to be a little bit tight. There we go. That was a really tight fit. If you have problems like I did, it might help to just do your silver gray cord first before your black cord. And this cow hitch is going to look a little bit different. I'm actually going to take this end and fold it back on itself. So we've got two loops like this. And then we'll be sticking our cord down this way through each loop. So that left side cord through here. And the right side through this side. So before we tighten it down, it looks like that. And then as we pull it tight, we've got two gray stripes on the top, and that's going to fit into the pattern of the rest of our bracelet. So now that we're all set up and ready to go, we can begin our weave. We're going to start by just putting those silver gray cords up and out of the way. Then we'll take our blacks. This right side cord, we're going to bring it down through the middle and then back to its original side. So it's just wrapped around this cord once, and then bring it down through and over to the left. Same with the other one, down through, back to its own side, down through and to the left. I would suggest each time you keep track of which side you do first, so it just kind of stays nice and even. now that we have our two cross pieces here, we're going to fold our silver gray cord down over that, and then we'll come up between the two silver gray cords up here. So this is very similar to the recent dog collar video that we made, along with some extra steps. So first we want to tighten down our black cord before we tighten our silver cord. And again, it's important that those center strands stay straight. So that's why we're doing it on a jig. We might want to even tighten down that first wrap before anything else. Then tighten down that second wrap. And then pull our silver gray cord. And you'll kind of need to alternate between tightening down the two different colors to get it all where we want it to be. And once it's all tightened down, it should look about like that. On this first time, to fill in this empty space, you could actually do one extra wrap going back to its own side before we go through. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine and keep on going. So now we'll flip these out of the way again and do that original setup with our black. So around once and back to its own side, and then across. Each time we're going down through the middle. Down through the middle, back to its own side, and then down and across. Now when we go through, we're going to bring both cords down together and come up apart. So one to each side, right here. And now, again, tighten down black first. Then pull our silver gray cord. And it should look like that. I'm going to squish it up to the top as we go. And give it another round of tightening. And then as we go, these stripes on the side aren't going to have any gaps. So on the side we have some gaps in between our rows, but as we keep on going, those will get pushed together. If you find that you have uneven wraps on the sides, it's best to just tighten your last knot before moving on. And then we want to make sure that our rows line up, and so it's easy for one row to kind of land outside of the previous one. We just want to make sure that those are lined up nice. And sometimes you actually have to flip the bracelet around and kind of work those layers into the right spots. But we'll keep going with that, and we'll catch you at the end with how to finish it up. All right, so on this last one, I've got my black cord set up here, and I'm just going to end the cord right on the bottom, and that should anchor it in place fine with how little of room we have left. And that keeps everything nice and tidy on the bottom. So we'll just clip that and melt them all together. So there we go, our chain link bracelet. That contrast was probably a little bit hard to see on video, but I do like how this turned out. That black just kind of fades into the background and you have this nice chain pattern on top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll put links in the description, as always, to where you can find the materials to make this for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.